This is a realistic grocery shopping trip in France. For context, my name's Jessica. I'm living in the country for about a month, currently in Grenoble, which is situated at the base of the French Alps. As someone from Canada or anyone in North America, there's really two major differences when it comes to shopping in France. The first is that people tend to just buy what they need for today or maybe tomorrow, as they prefer everything to be fresh. And the second is that it is certainly not a one-stop shop. Versus our regular grocery stores where we can grab everything in one place, in France, it's the exact opposite. So with that, I'm headed to 3 places today for today's meals, including the butcher, baker, produce shop, and grocery store. The butcher is a great place to start to get the base for your meals. Now, there's no take a number style or anything like that here, but everybody is super respectful and lets everybody go in the order in which they walk in. Having said that, it's important to kind of know what you want before you start ordering so you don't hold up anybody else. If you're not sure what you want just yet, you can always ask somebody to go ahead of you and they'll happily say yes. The next stop is just a quick trip to the bakery to get some baguettes for sandwiches or sides with our dinner. This smell in here is always intoxicating in all the best ways, but you can also pick up some other baked goods like sandwiches, quiches, pastries, and more. On the topic of buying just enough for today, the bakery is a great example of this. Everything is super fresh, but does tend to go stale quickly, so it's always good to kind of grab it just before you need it. Next up is the produce store, where we're going to be getting everything that we need for our fruits, vegetables, and maybe even some spices for our meals. When grocery shopping abroad, one of the most important things to keep in mind is where you are when you're shopping. Now, things like bananas or berries may be cheap where you're from, but it may not necessarily be cheap at all where you currently are. Important to take a tab as to what the pricing is before you kind of start loading your basket. The grocery store tends to be a spot to go to if you're in a pinch and need something quick, or if you're looking to restock on the essential. As you can see what I mean, the aisles are pretty empty, but it is a great spot though for those prepackaged things that you do need, like fresh raviolis, unique ice creams, walls and walls of cheeses, and of course, if you need to get some beer, spirits, wine, or Prosecco. One of the coolest parts about all of this is, although that may have seemed like a bit of a trek, it only took me about 30 minutes to visit all of those shops. I don't know about you, but I can definitely say that I've spent way longer strolling through one single grocery store, usually frustrated back in Canada. And with that, this is the haul. We were able to snag 2 days worth of dinner, snacks, lunch items, little flavor boosters, milk, and more. And that is what it's like shopping for a couple of days in the city of Grenoble in the French Alps.